you guys for coming out to support me in my Juice Plus business. I am so excited about the things that Juice Plus is doing for me, and I want to share it with you guys in case if you have health problems and things like that, so it can help you as well. But this is my story. I been a diabetic for 25 plus years, and my diabetes has never been under control. And as I gotten ready to retire, I was like, you know what? I really need to get myself together and get my diabetes under control because I don't want them down the line start cutting on me, amputating my toes or my legs or anything like that. So I said, oh, I need to get myself together. So I was speaking to a friend of mine, and she said she knew of a friend that was in the health wellness business and that she would give her my number, and she did, which her name is Renee Ware. Renee called me and she said she would explain the program, so she did, and it sounded good to me. And at that point I didn't care, I just needed to get on something to get this diabetes under control. So what I did, I went on Juice Plus. Renee, after about a month and a half being on it, I wasn't really feeling the effect of energy like Renee and I talked about. I was feeling, feeling the same. So Renee would always check back with me to find out how I was feeling, if I was feeling any energy, if I was feeling any better, whatever. Nope. Every time she would call, it'd be like, nope, I'm not feeling anything right now. So I couldn't tell you guys about it until it started affecting me. So then after about a month and a half, I started feeling the energy. I started feeling the energy and things in which I was so out of control and out of touch with energy. I totally forgot what energy was. And so finally, after all this time, the when my energy started coming, I was like, oh my God, I had energy from morning to night. I would be up and cleaning the house, in and out, going places, doing things, and I still had energy by the end of the day. So I was thinking to myself one day, like, what is going on here? Thought about it. I was like, oh my God, that's energy. And I have so much energy now from morning to night. I do whatever I need. I used to have to sit down in between what I was doing to catch my breath and then get back up and finish doing what I was doing. But I don't have to do that anymore. I continue on. I have energy from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. Now my blood sugar, when I first started on Juice Plus 3 months ago, my blood sugar that day was 312. Now I don't know if anybody know about diabetes or have diabetes, but 312 is ridiculous. So I just say, I just got to get this down. So anyway, Juice Plus, after 3 months into it, my blood sugar is under control. Yes. And I am so happy about that because my blood sugar was always over 200 waking up every day, which is still ridiculous. So now that I've gotten it under control for the past 3 months now, since on Juice Plus, my blood sugar now is 100 and under. And that has never been. I have never had my blood sugar under control until now, which I have even woke up with 62, 68 blood sugar readings, and that's fasting. And that has never, ever happened. But since I've changed my way of eating, been on Juice Plus, it has really, really helped a lot. And I got me under control after 25 plus years. And also my nails, I've noticed them, they're very healthy. And I am a nail tech, licensed manicurist. And I could say I've never had my nails as healthy as they are now. And one other thing I've noticed too is that I didn't know what neuropathy was. And after about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I started feeling this neuropathy pain. And oh my God, that is something that you do not want. It will wake you up out of your sleep at night. The pain be so bad. And I was like, oh my God. So now that I've been on Juice Plus too. Within the month and a half now that I've been on that, the neuropathy pain is subsided tremendously. And I am so happy for that too, because that's not a pain that you want to feel and want to have. So far, Juice Plus has been wonderful for me, and I'm hoping that it will do a lot for you and your body, because my body has missed out on so many nutrients and things, because I was never in my whole life a vegetable or fruit eater. But now, since on Juice Plus, I eat a lot more vegetables, a lot more fruits and things, and then I take my Juice Plus capsules, which help me out a great deal. And a lot of my body is being corrected on a lot of things that I have missed over the years. So that is my story on Juice Plus. And we have my business partner, Warlicia, and she's going to show us a short video on why we are here today.
Okay.
Warlicia?
Yes. Thank you, Miss Diane. I appreciate that. And I love hearing your story. That is so awesome. And the great thing about your story, I know you didn't want to say anything until you were feeling a difference. So I know that you are actually feeling so much better, and that is so good. I really appreciate that. But yes, my name is Warlicia, and I live in Las Vegas as well. And I wanted to show you all a brief video, very short video on what she was talking about. And it kind of gives a little bit of a background of what it is that she's talking about and how it is developed. So 1 second, I'm going to share my screen and show you the video, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit more. Oops, I don't know if I shared the sound. Second, do this again because I want to make sure I shared the sound as well. Yep, I did.
When it comes to our health, diet is at the center of everything. And fruits and vegetables need to be at the center of our diets. I'm here today to tell you more about Juice Plus, whole food-based fruit and vegetable capsules that have given thousands of people a jump start to better diets and better health. We all know we need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, half our plate at every meal, and we need to eat a wide variety too. But for most of us, even on our very best days, it's hard to do that. And that's where Juice Plus comes in. Juice Plus is whole food nutrition from 20 fruits and vegetables, 30 if you count the berry blend, that bridges the gap between what we should eat and what we actually do eat every day. I say whole food because it is food, concentrated to deliver a powerful nutritional punch in a few small capsules. We harvest the produce at just the right time to ensure the nutrition is at its peak. Freeze the produce to lock in that nutrition and then, well, sort of pulverize everything, peels and all, into a pulp to unlock that nutrition and concentrate it. The peel is really important because, let's take an orange, for example. There's more vitamin C gram for gram in the peel than in the fruit itself. And if you're like me, you don't usually eat the peel. We dry that pulverized pulp, peels and all, at carefully controlled temperatures to protect the nutrients from damage. Then, blend it into Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry powders, delivered to you in plant-based capsules or chewables. And we do all of this at state-of-the-art freezing, drying, blending, and manufacturing facilities. Juice Plus checks all the boxes. It's 100% plant-based and 100% vegan, even the capsules themselves. It's made entirely from non-GMO ingredients, it's gluten-free, and it's third-party NSF certified, independently confirming that what's on the label is really in the product. Juice Plus is supported by over 20 years of independent clinical research, conducted at prestigious hospitals and universities around the world, showing the benefits of Juice Plus on heart health, lung health, obesity, the immune system, even our DNA. There have been more than 35 studies and counting on Juice Plus, published in leading medical and scientific journals, making it easily the most researched branded nutritional product ever. And get this, if you're a parent or a grandparent or even an aunt or uncle, you can get Juice Plus free for a child by enrolling in our special program for families. This is our way to get Juice Plus into the hands of more families and encourage healthier eating habits for the next generation. Juice Plus also offers other whole food-based products that help you jumpstart and maintain a healthier lifestyle. Juice Plus complete shake mixes make it easy to replace unhealthy calories with a healthy shake or a smoothie. Mix with other healthful ingredients to start your day, or enjoy at lunch, or as an afternoon pick-me-up. Complete is rich in plant-based sources of protein and fiber and contains an entire range of whole food-based ingredients, different from those in Juice Plus capsules or chewables. And Juice Plus Complete bars are another tasty way to replace unhealthy calories with healthier ones. Juice Plus Omega Blend offers a unique whole food blend of 5 different omega fatty acids, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. What also makes Juice Plus Omega Blend so unique is it's a 100% plant-based omega product. We bypass the middle fish and go straight to the fish's source, the algae. And last but not least, there's Tower Garden by Juice Plus, a vertical aeroponic home-growing system that lets you grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables year-round, indoors or out. We're proud that our Juice Plus products have been that one simple change that's helped jumpstart thousands of people to better diets and better health. We bet they can do the same for you.
Okay. All right. I want to know, let you know if you have any questions, just hold them until the end, because we have a couple people on a panel that's going to give us some really good stories about how well Juice Plus has been working within their life and their health and their lifestyle. So I want to get that in first before we have questions, and then we'll have some time at the end to ask questions. But that particular video is just to explain exactly how we manufacture and where everything has come from as far as Juice Plus is concerned. So what we're going to have is Juliet first tell us her story. I love hearing Juliet's story. She's going to give you her story of how her journey has begun and how she's doing today. Thank you, Juliet.
You're welcome. Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Juliet Klein. And before I ever heard of Juice Plus, back in 2012, I got like the worst news I ever gotten in my life while sitting at work. My doctor called me and told me that my test for breast cancer came out positive. And at that time, I was at a 2.5 scale as far as the cancer spread was. So I went through everything that I was told to do, the chemo, the radiation, all that, within 2012 to 2013. And of course, I found out later that there was a scar on my lungs due to the radiation. I don't know if it was my fault or their fault, so we never really covered that. Anyway, moving forward, I thought everything was going fine. I was feeling fine. My next checkup in 2015 came back, and they told me that the cancer had spread, and that now, instead of being a 2.5, it had spread so bad because it was in my lymph nodes, it's in my lungs, it's in my spine, and I was now considered stage 4, and that definitely was a blow to me. Anyway, I told them, I said, I remember the scary things about radiation and chemo. I didn't want to go through that. I was like, y'all didn't get it right the first time. What other options do I have? So they came up with a shot called Faslodex that they say would maintain my life, because they said at stage 4, there's nothing else we can do for you except to block it now so it won't spread faster or go anywhere else, and you would have, you could maintain your life. Needless to say, okay, the shots, what they gave me was, I'm back to menopause. I heard one lady, the first lady, I think, she brought out that she had neuropathy. I found out what that was. And what you call it when you touch your skin and it's painful. And needless to say, I had all kinds of issues from 2015 on up to 2019. I received another blow that everything seemed to be getting worse, that now I was deemed hospice person. So both my doctors said, it's time for you to just take it easy, quit your job, go home, and spend whatever time you have left with your family. I left the doctor that day, both me and my daughter, and I guess that always brings back pain to my mind, because I saw my daughter's face and I never wanted to see that look of fear on her face. So as of January and February, we started throwing little gatherings with family. And my brother-in-law, Richard, I always noticed the difference between him and his siblings. He would always be this one with all the energy. We call him the Energizer Bunny. One person said he got ADHD, but anyway, he always seemed energized. So I inquired about what he was thinking. He told me about it, and I was like, man, I didn't want to try anything new. So January passed. February, he came back for the second gathering that we had at the house. And this time he brought the stuff with him and he showed it to me, said, you ready to try it? And I said, nah, well, I've been on so many different things. I've been taking herbs. I've been doing my shots. What's that stuff you gonna do for me? And then he looked at me and said, what choice do you have? So he gave me some of his to try out. And not only that, when he got back home, he called me and said, I want to put you on a Zoom with someone. And he introduced me to a lady named Alita Wilson and Winston. And when I heard her story about what Juice Plus had done for her, I started saying, maybe there's something to this. So I started taking it more seriously, and I decided to start taking the Juice Plus, and I went ahead and purchased it. And I have to say, from February till now, I've lost 31 pounds, probably more now. I haven't been checking anymore, but I feel so good. I've never felt this good since I've been pronounced that I have cancer. Not even back when they told me I was doing all right back in 2012. I started feeling good. My energy level was up. I couldn't even walk to my car from the house or even come up the steps without running out of breath because of the lung issues that I had. And also, I was one of those people that had to be constantly going to the emergency room to get fluids taken off of my lungs. And as of February, actually the last time I had fluid taken out of my lungs was back in December. And I haven't had to go back and do that anymore since I started on the Juice Plus. And as far as my energy level, that is built up so much that not only am I walking to my car, I am circling our yard and doing my walks. I started out at walking around like 4 times, then 5, then I jumped it up to 10, then 12, and now I'm up to 15. I'm walking. One day I did 24. I was like, wow, I didn't feel like stopping. So this energy is so much, I'm trying to find ways to channel it now to do things. I'm getting up early in the morning and doing a lot. And also, I'm so passionate about Juice Plus that both my daughter, Walicia, and a host of other friends like, you so passionate about it, why don't you sell it? And I was reluctant to do that, but I'm here to say that I've started 2 months ago, and I'm loving the business and what it has to offer. And I've had so much help from Walicia and her mom and all the friends. So I am enjoying my Juice Plus life, and that's my story.
I absolutely love your story. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Just so happy that you are feeling better and you have the energy and you're doing what it is that you want to do. So, and that was such a great story, such a great story. Really, really appreciate that, Juliet. Thank you so much for sharing. The next person that I have on the panel will be Azalee Love, and that is my mother, and she's going to share her story. And you can unmute. Okay, you unmute yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, and you go right on ahead.
Okay, thank you. First of all, can everyone hear me? Because my internet is messing up.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Diane, for having me on as one of your panel. Juliet, I'm telling you, I never tire hearing your story. Wonderful. It is a wonderful story. And thank you, Alicia. Yes, by the way, those that do not know me, my name is Azalee Love. I'm Alicia Fatta's mom. And my story and my journey with Juice Plus started 2 years and a month ago. I'll tell you why I started with Juice Plus. First of all, I had high blood pressure. I was borderline. I had been diagnosed for borderline diabetes. I had arthritis in my left hip and my left knee, which my doctors had said if I didn't have a replacement either for the knee or the hip, I would be totally crippled in 6 months. So on top of that, I had no energy. I was always tired. I went to bed tired. I got up tired. I was always tired. And then to tell the boot of all that, I had a addiction. And when I tell you about this addiction, you probably will find it very hilarious. My doctor did. On a visit to my PCP, I looked at my doctor and I asked her, I said, what do you have for people like myself? She looked at me and she couldn't understand why I was asking her that. I told her, I said, what do you have? I asked her, what do you have for people that's addicted to potato chips? Well, she laughed. She just really laughed, and she increased my blood pressure medication. So she said, this probably will help. Not to say that I felt at the age of 70 years old, that's just the way it's going to be. I would have pain. I would be addicted to potato chips. Sometimes I was so addicted to potato chips at night, if I did not have a bag of potato chips, my husband had to get out of bed and go and purchase me some potato chips. That's just how bad it was. So one day I was complaining to my daughter about the pain and everything else that was happening with my body. And she said, Mom, why don't you try Juice Plus? What do you have to lose other than the pain? Well, I was in pain, but I did not take it that serious at the time. So a couple of nights later, lying in bed, eating my potato chips, I realized, why not? Why shouldn't I try the Juice Plus? Needless to say, she said, what did I have to lose other than the pain? But I had a lot more other things to lose. I started eating Juice Plus, like I say, 2 years ago in a month. I was doing an event. I was hosting an event after 3 weeks of consuming or eating Juice Plus. I was doing this event, and it dawned on me, I have energy. I'm moving around. I'm just jumping all around. I'm doing. So in the middle of this presentation, I go, I have energy. And everybody's looking at me like, okay, what's wrong with her? Because I hadn't got to that point yet of telling Juice Plus. So I knew then it's something with Juice Plus. Not only, and I'll back up and tell you the reason why I said that, her telling me that what do I have to lose other than the pain was an understatement. Not only did I lose the pain, but I lost the desire for the potato chips. My pain had gone. I had energy. No longer borderline diabetes, no longer high blood pressure medication. Everything had come under control. So I have to contribute it to Juice Plus. So not only did I lose the pain, I lost a lot of other things and gained my energy. So I said, it's not a 70 thing. This is something that really worked for me. It does not cure and it doesn't claim to cure anything, but it has helped me tremendously. Now at the age of almost 72, I have energy that my husband always looking at me like, calm down. This is too much, just calm down. But Juice Plus has worked for me. And I feel for the rest of my life in this system of things, I will always consume Juice Plus. And thank you for letting me share, Diane, on your call.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, no, people don't, you're really light about the potato chips. We had interventions on getting the potato chips out of the house. It would be on top of the refrigerator, behind cabinets, in the bathroom, in cabinets, under beds, everywhere would be potato chips. So believe me when she say there was an addiction. So it really was.
It really was.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much for your story. And I want to turn it over to Renee, and she's going to see if anyone she's going to field questions if you have any questions. Renee will be fielding that, and she's another one of our partners. She's actually the one that got Diane interested. And she's the one that would call Diane and almost every day, what do you feel? How do you feel? What's going on? Tell me. And she's the one that's been doing that. So Renee, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Walicia. Oh my goodness, I just really, really enjoyed Juliet and Azalee's story. They just make me feel so good. But anyone that has any questions, if you have any questions about the product, any questions about the business, we'll be happy to answer them at this time. Don't be shy. Whatever you're thinking, we have about 5 minutes. We'll answer those questions. If I don't have the answer, we have lots of partners on today, and they will give us the answer. So anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great.
This is
Tell us your
Sharisa.
name and tell us your name and ask the question.
Hi, my name is Sharisa. Sharisa
Hi,
Cash.
Sharisa.
Hi, everybody. How are
Good,
you?
good.
I have a question about my uncle has liver cancer, and I just want to know if this is something that could possibly help him. He has had some new radiation or therapy for 2 weeks, I guess about 8 months ago, and then they found 4 more spots on his liver, and they did some kind of insertion of some beads or something. I guess that's some new therapy that they're doing now. Those beads where they put them in your organ or the part of your body that has the cancer.
Wow.
So he had that done about a week or 2 ago. And his stomach, his abdomen swells up, and they have to pump fluid out of his abdomen. Not as bad as it was. It was like 4 quarts, and now it's down to about 2.5. So I just wanted to know if this is something that could possibly help him.
Well,
Renee,
Sharisa,
go ahead.
Sharisa, we want to, first of all, we appreciate your question, but we want to let you know we don't advocate that Juice Plus can cure anything.
Right, I know that. I understand that.
But what Juice Plus does is help to build your immune system. All diseases start with a low immune system. So what Juice Plus does is to give you a fighting chance by giving you the nutrients, the micronutrients from fruits and vegetables that can help the body to fight itself, gives the body a fighting chance. So one thing we do know, this could possibly, it would never harm him. And it could help him. But he needs to build his body nutritionally to help fight off what all the medications and what his body is fighting against him with. So we are made to eat fruits and vegetables. Right. That's the way the Creator made us. So the fruits and the more he floods his body with fruits and vegetables, the more he will give his body a fighting chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to piggyback off of that real fast. I just wanted to say too, what we have found with Juice Plus, because of the nutrition, it actually looks for the organs that need the most nutrition. So whatever is failing them the most, the Juice Plus have been, through all the studies, they found that it actually goes through that organ and feeds that particular organ that is failing nutritionally. Yeah.
And can I just add something to that? And also, what's so good about Juice Plus, as already been mentioned, it also cleanses the body. Because when you have cancer, you have a lot of, not only do you have a lot of toxins, but you have a lot of parasites. So what happens with Juice Plus, it starts off by cleansing the body also, while it's targeting the affected organ that the cancer is actually breathing in.
Okay.
So and also, no, Sharissa, let me say this too. We didn't mention too much about the omegas, but the omegas are good, very good for inflammation. And when our bodies is fighting disease, it's fighting inflammation. So who invited you, Sharissa?
Walicia. I use it myself. I have it right here. Actually, see, I'm taking him some right now. And all this. And so I was going to take him this and just, I was hoping I would get there before this presentation started, but I didn't.
That's okay.
So, but I wanted to know, I know it will help in some way, but because of the young lady that shared earlier about her health issues, that was very encouraging. And I just wanted to get, I guess what I'm really asking, I know the part about nutrition and how, because I use the Juice Plus, my kids used to use it probably about 13 years ago when they were younger, and then my son used it now, I use it, my mom uses it, and so on. So right now, my question would be, with this cancer that he has, and he's very frail, I mean, he looks so bad right now, how should I give it to, have him take it? Right now, I'm only taking one of each once a day, because I have a thyroid issue that that took a toll on me about a year and a half ago, and I'm better, but I still only take one a day. So with that being said, what is it that I should tell him how much to take, and which ones maybe will hit that organ more, I guess, than the others, if that's the case?
A quad would be very beneficial for him. That's the trios. That's the fruits, vegetables, berries, and the omegas. And if he's not able to swallow, you can make him a shake and put all of them into the shake, and he can take it that way.
Oh yeah,
but the more he gets, okay, the more he gets, he needs to flood his body with the with the nutrients. And I want to say too that I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, so I don't have a thyroid. And so I take sometimes 2 to 4 of each capsule every day.
Oh, see, he's so small, and I learned that for myself, because I'm small. I went down to 100 pounds. Now I'm about 109, and so I gained some weight back. But I don't take a lot of Juice Plus. I take it every day, but not 2 capsules of each, right? Like it says on the bottle.
Yeah. And
I wait until after I eat to take it so that I won't lose weight. I understand that some people were taking it and they were losing weight because they were eating them before they eat their food, which sometimes I guess can cause weight loss. And I don't want that to happen to him. So this is why I'm asking specific questions. Should he take maybe like the berry blend, 2 of those a day after he eats, because that may hit the liver more? Which ones hit the liver more?
Actually, because Sharissa, because they all work in synergy with each other, then it's really best if he did, even if he wanted to wait until after he ate, it's best if he did all 4. they do work in synergy with you, because they work really well in synergy with each other. Instead of doing one or another, or only one day and ordering one another day, he will get the full benefit of it if he were to take the entire program every day. Yes.
And should I tell him just to start slowly? You know, like, should he just start like I did? I started. Well, I still only take one, but I kind of increased I took one, then I took like two of, added two, the green and the berry, that's it. Because I was sick in my body, I guess it was just too much at that time, maybe.
Yeah, if you wanted to have him start with just the one, that's up to you, but you don't necessarily have to have him just start with one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually can do the full program. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And
yeah.
drink plenty of water, right?
And drink plenty of water. Because remember, as Miss Juliet was talking, she was 4th stage cancer, and they had already started writing her off, and she took the full program, and she's been doing well.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you so much. Yes, Brianna had a question. Brianna had a question. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Brianna.
Hi. Diane, she invited me here. I have a autoimmune disease called lupus, where our immune system is over active. So it is some things that we can't take because it'll cause us to go into flares. So I wanted to know specifically